Hey, what's up? I'm Liz, this is Blitzzy DIY, and today is the second episode in the Propellerhead Reason tutorial series. Now, in case you missed the first episode, Reason is an electronic music composition software that works with other digital audio workstation or DAWs. Today I'm going to go over kind of my favorite synthesizers that are built into the program. That's Subtractor, Thor, Malstrom, NNXT, NN19, ReDrum, and Kong. The last two, ReDrum and Kong, are drum sequencers that you can get a lot of funky beats out of. So with that, let's go ahead and jump in. So I'm just going to quickly open up like the main synths just so you can see them. That's the Thor, Subtractor. Subtractor's my favorite. Malstrom, which is, it's kind of a funky one. Then this one just gets your classic sounds going. I should probably like play through them a little bit. Digital sound. This one's a little weird. It's hit or miss with this one. And then there's two main drum ones. There's ReDrum, which is like your old school drum machine, which is awesome. And then Kong, which is like so yeah, let me just play through each of them real quick. You can see like there. Oh, I should mention. So you can see they populated right into the sequencer right here. So you can select them here. This is the Thor default synth. So that synth, I find it sounds kind of 80s, really full, like dance hall kind of music. And then the Subtractor, more like 8-bit style. So actually, if you want to use the arpeggiator in this, sounds sick. And the Malstrom default. Whoa! Hey there. So these are just the default synths. I'm going to show you how to change up in a bit. But then, and this is like a realistic instrument sampler. It sounds like really full, like a real piano. And there's a lot of piano sounds on that sounds so nice. You slap enough reverb on it, it's gonna sound chill. So the NN19, it's a little funky. It's not my favorite. It's one of their older synths. It's not my favorite. It's just not my favorite. So then ReDrum is like their original drum synth, and as you can see, it's like a sequencer drum machine, which is awesome. And I think, yeah. So with the drums, you go down one octave. So it would be C1. Yeah, C1. You do. And then, let's see. The ReDrum has 8. So you go. Took me a while. I haven't used ReDrum in a while because I basically went exclusively to the Kong, which is down here. So for mapping, it's chromatic bass drum, and you can see the little play. So that lights up, this lights up, this lights up. So that's so you can record MIDI like with the keyboard, or you can plug it in by clicking into the sequencer, which I'll show in a later episode, or you can also do this. There. Okay. So I'll just run through, which is nice. Let's add some snare. So, yeah, that's how that works. That was fun. Other than the Kong, you got your like traditional pad. You can either click and record that way, or again down here. Nice thing about Kong is you get 16 sounds rather than just 8. So that's kind of why I went to the Kong. It was like it was great. And you can add different sounds in. 2 different ones. So, yeah. Now just to kind of wrap up this quick overview of the synths, I just want to show you one thing that's the same on all the synths. You see this little thing? So that's the name of the synth. And you go here, you can either scroll through them. I don't know what human would ever want to do that. Or you can go into this little folder, and there's all the pre-configured patches. And then one thing, go into the sequencer and you select the synth you're working on. That is the one annoying thing I have to say. If I had to pick one annoying thing about Reason, it'd be that. Because more often than not, I'm like, why aren't you playing? So like, so Thor has a lot of rhythmic stuff, which is really cool. And you can program your own, that's loud. You can program your own rhythmic stuff too, which is nice. So just to show you, like, see, it's all the patches are there. And then the last thing, you right click. So it used to be called initialize device. It's called reset device now. Now you have a blank patch. And so what that means is you can choose all the filters and the signal change and everything to create your own sound. And when you have one you like, you hit here, save patch, and it'll let you, oh look at that, with city exports. And you can save your patches. And then when you go into the folder here, they'll be there to select. And each synth has its own file extension, which is nice. And so just to show you, again, you just reset. And it's the same on all of them. So yeah, a lot of options. Nice. And then on the drums, you can hit different drum sets. Again, you want to select, so ReDrum. So like let's run the thing now. It'll save your pattern. Ah! Totally different. Let's shuffle. Just curious. Then here, same thing. Go electronic. IDM, sure. Okay. That's enough of me playing around. That's kind of your basic synths in Reason, which is awesome. Yeah, I'd recommend Reason if you're just getting into production or if you're experienced in production. When I was in school, I mean, Reason was kind of like the sequencer program that was used. And so you get like a variety of use cases. You had like the little like intro to recording kids using it for the first time who are using like super basic. They might just like been recording out some MIDI from it. Or you had some people who were performance majors that would actually program in their accompaniment tracks from like piano or whatever, so then they'd have something that sounded kind of nice to practice to instead of just like the MIDI export out of Sibelius or Finale or whatever. So there's another use case. And then you can also just get some crazy production going. Like you can get so much stuff, because this is just the surface of what's available. We haven't even talked about, you know, all these other the creative effects, these effects, and utilities. Combinator, that that's going to have an episode all its own, because one does not simply brush over the combinator. That you gotta go in depth. So there's so much here, and it's whatever you need for your use case. Alright, so that was an overview of my favorite synthesizers in Reason and kind of a general gist of how they work. Going forward, we're going to get into how to actually write in Reason, arrange, and also a deeper look at each individual synthesizer. If you have a specific thing that you would like to learn Reason, toss me a comment below. And if you liked the video, let me know by liking, and if you hated it, also dislike that. Find me on Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, Twitter for behind the scenes, tidbits, and also fun pieces of tech news and DIY things that I like to share. With that, this has been Blitz City DIY.